Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayshawn and thank you so much for clicking on this video today. You already know your girl is back with another video. Based on the title, you know exactly what I'm about to talk about. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Kayshawn with 3 E's. If y'all hear any noises, y'all already know. Anyways, without further ado, let's hop right into the video. Let's go. Alright y'all, so boom, y'all know exactly how I like to start my videos off. Let me tell you, okay? I don't know, that toy is kind of irritating me a little bit. But anyways, I used to go to my cousin's house a lot, and this girl down the street, mind you, my cousin, she has kids, like, you know, younger kids and stuff like that. So the girl down the street, she has kids too. So like, it's a park like right across the street from their house. So they would always, the kids would meet up in the middle and like go across the street to the park or whatever. So my cousin and the neighbor would like take turns, like, you know, watching the kids when they go outside. So eventually, you know, in the summer when she see like my cousin barbecuing, because my cousin had a big not big backyard. Well, she did have a big backyard, but she had a big porch. So a lot of times we will barbecue like on the front porch or whatever. I ain't talking to you, Dash. Y'all, mind you, Dash just tore a hole in my shirt. Look, but I have somewhere to be. Okay, so if y'all worried about why I ain't got my Santa hat on, I only wear it when I ain't got nowhere to go, but I'm about to go after this. So, and I'm so mad because he literally tore a hole because he want to play and do all of that, and this is what I be talking about. That's why I don't play with him like that. But anyways, we was barbecuing on my cousin's front porch or whatever. So of course, you know, the neighbor came down the street with her son and stuff, and she was kicking it with us on the porch, you know, so that's cool. So, you know, we had drinks and stuff, and you know, so we was drinking or whatever. So whatever, we became really cool because I used to pull up at my cousin's house all the time. If y'all my real OGs, if y'all remember the lives I used to do, and especially, you know, shout out to you when I had all the cousins come down to the basement and stuff. It's that cousin. Y'all might not know who it is because y'all wasn't on the live, but if y'all was, I used to always be at my cousin's house. So me and the neighbor, I'm gonna just call her neighbor because she don't really need a name, and I don't be liking to think of names, y'all, because it'd be too much. Yeah, so me and the neighbor and my cousin, of course, we all became really, really cool. Like, well, me and my cousin became really, really cool with the neighbor. So she would always come over there or whatever. Now, my cousin lived there for years. So, you know, we got a good relationship with her. So after a while, after a while, we started hanging out, right? Like, we started not just hanging out, like, on the front porch. We started doing stuff together. So, we went out, all three of us, me, my cousin, and the neighbor. We all went out, like, a bunch of times. Like, too many to even count on both hands. So, like, he is scratching me with his toy, y'all. I'm sorry. But it's like past double digits of how many times we went out, right? We used to always go out. Cool. Good time, good vibes. Like I said, we all cool. So, mind you, after a whole bunch of times of hanging out with neighbor and my cousin and all of that, I wanted to go to, so somebody, I don't know, I think my boo was there. Somebody was going to be at this party. Like, somebody was going to be there. It must have been my boo. It must have been a rapper. I don't know. I'm not sure why I wanted to go to this club so bad that day, but it was a reason. But I'm just not sure. You know, y'all always ask me, like, how do you be remembering these story times? I be remembering the gist of things, but I don't remember every single little detail. But, like, I do be remembering stuff. But, yeah, so I don't really remember why we went there, but I really wanted to go for some reason. So I was calling people, asking, like, you know, you want to go here, you want to go here. Everybody was busy. Mind you, I had found out that I went to go to the party, like, literally 3 hours before it had started. So it was super last minute, and I'm not really a last minute person, but that's why I said somebody had to be there. I must want to see somebody. Something had to be going on because normally I'm not eager to really go out or anything like that. So for me to really want to go, it had to be something going on. So somebody must have been there because it was like 3 hours before the party, whatever. I wanted to go. So I called, you know, I was calling my friends. They was busy or whatever. I was calling cousins and stuff. They was busy, whatever was the excuse. I called my cousin that, you know, who porch we was on. She had all the kids. And that's one thing about my cousin. My one cousin, like, she be having all the kids. So she like, girl, you know, I got a house full of kids over here. Like, you know, you can pull up on me and drink, but you know, I can't go out. And I'm like, dang, okay. So as soon as my cousin was telling me, you know, she like, I got all the kids. I got this kid. She naming kids. And then she had said one name, and I remember that was the neighbor kid name. So I'm like, oh, you got the neighbor kid too? Because, you know, like I said, that's what we would do. They got so cool that, you know, the kids would go to each other's house. So she, as soon as she said the neighbor name, I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me call neighbor and see if she could come out. And, you know, she like, yeah, girl, because I got her kids, so she probably down there free, all of this. I'm like, bet. So, okay, cool. So I called neighbor, like, girl, I want to go to this club tonight. It's in a couple hours. Like, you know, you want to go with me? And she like, yeah, girl, like, you can definitely pull up over here because I'm over here chilling with my friend. We was just drinking, you know, your cousin got my kid today. So we really ready. So just pull up over here and I'll drive. I'm like, oh, Beddington, okay? Bet, okay? I got that from Dage, you know. Shout out to Dage, you know, I be stealing her stuff. I'm not copying, guys, you know. When you're friends, you just use each other lingo or words or whatever. But anyways, but I'm like, all right, bet, cool. And I ain't got to drive. It's lit. So, like I said, I was already kind of dressed, but I finished, like, getting dressed, whatever. I head up over there, and, you know, I go in her house. So, I'm in there. She there with her friend, and, you know, they was already drinking. So, you know, they offered me a drink and stuff. So, you know, we turning up a little bit. And I was like, yeah, I want to go to club such and such to see whoever, whatever, do whatever I wanted to do. So, yeah, so we all eager to go and stuff. So, we eventually get in the car, and we pulled up down the street just because, like, we wasn't in no major rush. I just wanted to make sure I was going to the club. So we pull up to my cousin's house and we just stop by because I feel like I can't be on my cousin block and not pull up to her house. You get what I'm saying? So we pull up, we get her a little shot, and they'll be thinking, oh, she got the kids. But the kids is like 8, 9, 7, whatever. It's just a little drink. Don't worry. They in the house. Everything will be okay. Because, you know, the internet, you just gotta be careful what you say. But we pulled up there with her for a minute, so we was just kicking it in the house, like, because like I said, we had like 3 hours. I was already dressed, so like we really still had time to kind of kill. We wasn't in no big rush. So we went over there, we chilled with her for a minute. So we all just talking, and, you know, neighbor had introduced her friend to, you know, my cousin too, because this was our first time meeting this friend. And like I said, we've been around neighbor for a long time, but she would always just come down to my cousin's house, or we would kind of go down there with her. We never was like around all of her people besides like her child. So we thinking like, okay, we really don't know her friends, because when we would hang out, it would only be like us 3. So, you know, then she was a single parent at that, so she would always have her kid. So when she wasn't really out with us, she kind of be chilling. So whatever. But anyway, so she was introducing us to her friend and stuff. So we called a friend. Let me see. We're going to call her Weirdo. I think I named somebody else Weirdo before, but I don't know no other name that suits her right now. So if I did name somebody else Weirdo, this ain't the same Weirdo. We're going to call her Weirdo because she was definitely weird, okay? In the beginning, it's crazy because they always start off good until they start showing them true colors once them drinks start hitting that system, right? So Weirdo was really cool. Like, she was chill. Like, she was just over there. And so this is the thing. Let me slow it down, because sometimes I go past details and stuff. As much as I explain details, sometimes I skip details too. So let me tell y'all, we was taking shots, but so originally I thought, okay, clearly I'm gonna have to cut this, guys. So sorry, because your girl got something to do. I thought I had time, but I'm gonna have to cut this. So if you guys see me in a different outfit, don't even worry about it. I thought I had enough time to record this whole thing, but I got to go. I'm back. Okay, y'all. If I look different, if my hair look a mess, if I look sweated out, it is because it is 1:30 in the morning and I just came back in the house from partying. And when I did my Q&A or assumptions, whatever, you know, not a lot of people, like, you know, people love to say, like, a lot of people said this, but, you know, I was getting some comments like, all you do is drink and talk about niggas and party and all of that. And I'm thinking like, that's my nigga calling. Is that my sneaky link? Sneaky link, record. Sneaky link, record. BRB. I'm back. Okay, listen, anyways. But yeah, like, based off your story times, it look like all you do is blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking like, bitch, based off your comment, it look like all you do is be negative and been a hater all your life. I don't give a fuck if I want to drink, party, and sleep with a different every day. What does that have to do with you, babe? Come here and get entertained and shut up. Shut up. Anyways, we ain't gonna talk too much about y'all, because I already did in that video. But yeah, we're gonna jump right back into it. Like I said, if my voice a little bit gone, it's because I love y'all so much that even though I was just out partying and I didn't have to go to like 2 different gender reveals today, I've been up since 9 o'clock this morning, I'm still gonna come in and finish this video because tomorrow is Sunday and I'm gonna sleep the entire day, okay? So let's hop back into what I was talking about with Weirdo. So I believe I was leaving off when I was trying to explain to y'all that even though I said like when I came in they had a bottle, I assumed because the bottle was already open that like, you know, they was in there taking shots. But it turned out it was only neighbor. Yeah, I just named her neighbor, right? It turned out it was only neighbor taking shots. So Weirdo, she had her own bottle, so she was only drinking wine, y'all. So I'm like, okay, you know, you drinking wine. I know there's some people who don't like to drink hard liquor, so I'm thinking like when she pulled out her bottle of wine at my cousin's house, you know, I'm thinking like, oh, okay, bet like maybe she not a heavy drinker. So you know, I asked her, I was like, oh, you know, Weirdo, I thought y'all was taking shots, because when we was at my cousin's house and my cousin gave us all like shot glasses, I started pouring us all a shot, and my cousin don't know Weirdo either, so of course we set out 4 shot glasses, and Weirdo was like,
oh, no, I don't need a shot glass, you know, I got my own wine or whatever, that's okay.
So that's when I was like, oh, I didn't know. I was like, oh, I thought you was, you know, taking shots. Like, I didn't know you was just drinking wine. You must don't drink hard liquor. So Weirdo was like,
yeah, like that liquor, sometimes it just become too much. Like I used to act a mess off liquor, so I just kind of stick to my wines and, you know, like my little Moscato and stuff. So that's all I really do. I don't drink hard liquor no more.
So, you know, I'm like, okay, bet. Like, you know, ain't no problem, ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Okay, you don't want to drink, cool. So when we poured our shots, we was taking the shots and she was sipping out her bottle of wine. Like she had a whole big bottle of wine. So we thinking like, okay, cool. Anyways, we stayed there for a minute, like I said, just killing time or whatever. So we killed time there. So we eventually was like, okay, let's go ahead and head to the club. We head to the club or whatever. We pull up, you know, all the regular stuff. You pay for parking, get in line. We go inside the club, right? So when we was standing in line, this one dude, I knew this guy, right? But you know how like you might see a guy and he always acting like he gonna spend some money, but he really don't. Even though you don't ask for it. Every time I see this guy, he always be like, he just talk a big game, like money this, maybe. And like when I run into him, he be like,
bro, man, K, you better fuck with me when you ready for fuck with a real nigga that pay bills. When you gonna let me take care of you? When you gonna let me put you in a new car? When you gonna let me buy you a new house?
Like he always spit that game. So when I seen him and he was talking that game, trying to say all of that, I was like, oh, you know, you big money. You talking like you got money. Pay my way to get in the club. Mind you, it was probably like $20 or so. So I'm like, pay my way to get in the club or whatever.
My homeboy, he can't find a club. Let me get off the line and go find my homeboy.
So it's like, yeah, you was talking a good game until I asked you to actually pay for something. Now all of a sudden you got to get out the fucking line. Mind you, the club we went to, they had a male and female line. So it's like we was a little bit back towards the end of the line because it wasn't a long line. It probably was like 20 people in the line. So we was more towards the end. Let's say it was 20 people in each line. We was like the last of that line, and he was kind of like the 12th or 13th person like in his line. So I'm like, you already been waiting in line. Now when I say pay my way to get in, let me get off the line, let me go find my homeboy, let me do this. Now you want to get off the line. So I'm just like, tuh. And normally I only ask him for stuff just because I know it's gonna shut him up, because if I let him talk, he gonna keep adding like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna buy you this, I'm a rich nigga, let me pay your bills, I pay real bills, let me do this, what you need me to pay your car note with it. Like he keep talking until you ask for money, then he'll shut up. So I just was like, let me ask him to pay my way because I know he gonna be quiet. So literally it worked like it always do. I asked him to pay, he getting out of line, now he gotta go find his homeboy. He like,
but I got you. When I see you in the club, like, you know, I'm gonna take care of you like I got you.
Wait, bye. Anyway, so whatever. So we go in the club with Paraguay. We in there vibing, having a good time. Everything is good. We are dancing on each other. We having fun. And who do I see again? The same boy that I seen outside. Money talk, okay? The one that's always talking about money. He in the club, and to my surprise, y'all, he come up to me like,
you still want that drink that I said I was gonna buy you?
And I'm shocked because let me tell you, every time, he always talking about money, but every time I ask for some, which is really not every time, like, because I ain't asking him for no money. Like I said, I only ask him just to shut him up. But normally every time I ask for like the little stuff like, oh, well, pay for this food or do something, he normally don't do it. So when he actually came to find me and said like, okay, I'm ready to pay for your shot, I was shocked, y'all. I was like, what? You really about to pay? And he like,
yeah, like, what, you and your homegirls, what y'all want? Like, come on here, let's go to the bar.
So I'm thinking like, his money finally talking for real. Like, okay. So I'm like, all right. So we go over to the bar. So, you know, they sell like the Sutter Homes. I was telling him, like, give us 2 shots or whatever. And then my homegirl want wine. She want a Sutter Home. And, you know, he like, okay, cool. Weirdo, she interrupted. She's like,
No. Make it 3 shots of whatever they're going to get. Yeah, no, I don't want no wine.
so I'm like, okay. So I'm, again, yeah, I'm not even thinking nothing of it. Because I'm just thinking like, okay, maybe you don't want to drink no wine no more. Maybe you want like a regular shot. I don't know. So I was like, I looked back and I was like, oh, my bad. I had ordered you wine because I thought you said you didn't drink hard liquor. And y'all, when I tell y'all, this bitch looked me dead in my face and she said,
when did I say that? I just kind of stick to my wines and, you know, like my little Moscato and stuff. So that's all I really do. I don't drink hard liquor no more.
I don't drink hard liquor no more.
Now, I know you fucking lying. I know you lying right now. I said, so I'm still laughing off. I'm like, girl, I thought you said you was drinking wine because you don't really drink hard liquor. Like, what you talking about? And she's like,
I know. No. Like, I drink hard liquor.
I'm like, okay, well, yeah, 3 shots of whatever, like whatever we was ordering. And I'm just looking, I looked at neighbor like, fuck. But again, I'm already a little tipsy. I'm not thinking much of it. I'm not really tripping. I'm like, okay, maybe the girl changed her mind. Maybe she don't want to drink wine no more and she want to drink some hard liquor. It is what it is. If the girl want a shot, she can have a shot. I'm not tripping. So whatever, I let that little moment pass and I'm like, okay, we get our shot. So, you know, we cheers, we toast, we take a little video, whatever. We take the drink. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, thank you, blah, blah, blah. So he's still spitting the same game. When you want me to take you out to this? When you want me to do this? When you want me to pay for this? You want me to buy you this? You want good shoes? You want that? Like, he just talking. I'm just like, boy, shut up. You're not about to do none of that. Like, you did finally buy a drink. But y'all got to realize, this is the first time he ever paid for something out of the 2 years that I've known him. And mind you, we just see each other a lot through passing. It ain't like we really, really talk. But every time I see him out at the club, he say the same thing. And for 2 years to go by and this is the first time you actually even buy me a drink, boy, you not trying to do nothing. And don't be in the comments like, well, maybe he's trying to wife you first before he do it. No, he didn't say that. He didn't say, come be mine, I want to take you out to dinner and get to know you. He said, I want to spend money on you. So if you approach me talking about money first, then I'm going to expect money from you then. Not really always, it just depends. But I hate niggas that throw money in your face. Then when you ask for it, you're a gold digger. All you want is money. This, and that. Nigga, you've been talking about money since I met you. Like, non-stop. You've been talking about money. I haven't said nothing about money, but you keep talking about it. But anyway, so we decided to go ahead and start walking around. So we walking around, we still dancing on each other. You know, we having a good time or whatever. These guys walk up to us. Now, while we was dancing, you could tell they was trying to, like, break us up a little bit. Because, like, we was low-key fucking it up. I ain't gonna lie. So, you know when you, like, fucking it up with your girlfriends on the floor, like, guys come in, like, stop dancing on girls, like, come dance on us or whatever. So when they kind of, like, got in the middle of us and tried to start dancing, you know, I looked back at mine, he was cute, so I was like, okay, cool. So I started dancing on him or whatever. Don't start, Dash. Come here. So I started dancing on him or whatever. I'm, you know, throwing it back, throwing the JCs and all the circle, doing my big one. So, you know, I'm having fun. So I had to look over this way and I see neighborhood or neighbor, whatever I'm calling her. If I say neighborhood, it's still neighbor. I don't know. I should have gave her a name. But I see neighbor, she throwing it back too. So I'm like, okay, neighbor, I look over here while I'm still dancing. And when I tell y'all, anyways, sorry, y'all know when he try to stare me down, it's like he trying to compete with me, and I'm not gonna lose a staring contest to my dog. So if you want to have a stare off, we can do it, baby. So it's Papa, stop. Fuck around with him. Anyway, so I look over and she's on the beams, like leaning back like this, staring us down. Like, she was staring at us. So it's like I'm all hyped, like, yeah, neighbor. I look over, she like with her arms folded. So I was just like dancing, and I'm like, you good? Like, you know, I'm still dancing, but I'm like, you good? You know, trying to ask her, and she just like shaking her head. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, maybe it's enough dancing. So, you know, I get up, you know, I like tap the boy like on the little chest a little bit, like, you know, like, thanks for the dance or whatever. So I get neighbor too. I'm trying to get neighbor so I can walk over to see what's going on with Weirdo. And neighbor, she still want to dance. So I'm like trying to get her up, and she like, hold up, like still dancing. So, you know, the boy behind her like, don't cock back, like, leave your friend alone, like, you know, like just talking shit, like she good or whatever, because he want her to still dance. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I walk over to Weirdo and I'm like, what happened? Like, what's going on? She like,
No. I thought we was all dancing on each other. Like, why would y'all dance with them niggas?
I was like, oh, like, you don't like to dance with people? Like, I thought, you know, I don't know. You know when you like a little tipsy and somebody asks you a question that you really just don't know how to answer. So when she asked us why, or asked me why we dancing on them niggas, y'all, I really didn't know. I'm like, I thought we was having a good time. She looking like,
no, why would y'all do that?
I'm like, and mind you, I'm tipsy, so I'm just sitting there smiling. I'm literally like this, like, I thought it was okay. Like, I thought we was having fun. And she like,
let me tell you, like, I like to come out and have a good time with my bitches. Like, niggas, listen, look at us. We look good as fuck. Like, we some fine ass bitch. Niggas gonna wanna dance on us. We can't dance on every fucking nigga that wanna dance with us.
Now, I appreciate the compliment, you saying we look good, but I was like, well, this was the only, y'all, that literally was the only set of guys that came to try to dance with us, because at first we was just by the bar vibing, drinking our drink. So I'm like, well, they the only guys that try to dance on us, so we probably not gonna dance on every guy that want to dance. And I'm like, but if we do, you know, it's not a big deal. We at a club, like, and we having fun, you know, like, good times. No. And she just looking like,
okay, look at me. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about how to value yourself.
What? I said, oh, well, let me listen, huh? Let me listen. She said,
let me tell you something. You gotta know your worth. If every nigga can dance with you at a club, like, all the niggas gonna be looking at you like you easy, like you an easy target.
I said, well, baby, we just at a club. I'm just here to dance. That's all, okay?
Party. I just came to dance for y'all. That's all.
So I was like, well, we're not really dancing on everybody. Y'all, granted, we literally, remember, we only danced on them. That was the only people we danced on. So I was like, well, we only danced on one set of guys. And I'm like, it's really not a big deal because mine was cute. And, you know, she over there still vibing with her. So I was like, we ain't gonna talk to everybody. And I said, even if we do, I said, we young, we lit, we single. Like, you know, we could do whatever. And she was just over there. She like not having it, like, at all. And you would think we was turning up on every dude we seen at the club, like we bending over shaking ass forever. But my thing is, even if I was, like, if I want to come out and have a good time, let me do that. If you not a dancer on guys and you don't like to do that, fine, stand to the side like you was, or just continue to dance by yourself. But why does me going out and having a good time and dancing on people make me easy or make me a hoe or something? Like, I'm having a good time. You act like if you dance on them, that equals a fuck. Like, oh, you twerked on that nigga, that means you fucked them. Like, bro, I'm having a good time, like, and I'm young, like, what are you talking about? So I was just looking like, I was like, just lighten up, like, it's gonna be fine, like, it's all good, like, we having a good time. I'm like, look at your friend, like, she over there having a fun time and stuff, and she like,
and that's why she really about to piss me off, because see, neighbor, she know I don't play that. Like, she know I don't hang with bitches that don't know their worth. Like, you gotta know your worth with me. Look at me, bro. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know your worth, and I don't like bitches that's just real easy, because I'm hard to get. I'm definitely hard to get.
I was like, oh, okay, well, you continue to stand here over the corner, because, I mean, I don't really know what you want me to do. Because at this point, neighbor started calling me because the guy, like, she was getting the guy number. And I guess the guy that I danced with, he wanted me to come back over there, like, get his number too. So I don't know if he was trying to get my attention and I just wasn't paying attention to him because I was so focused on what the hell she's saying. And then you gotta remember, we in a club. So I'm all up on her like this, like, we can't dance with niggas. Like, I'm on her. So I really wasn't trying to, you know, when you drunk and it's lights and it's loud, you really try to focus on people's face, like, to see what they saying. So I really didn't realize that he was trying to get my attention until neighbor called me. And when she called me, like, I turned around, she like, come here for a minute. So I was like, well, you gonna be okay right here, or you want to go back over there with us? Mind you, not over there, like, we was far. We literally was like, she standing over here, we right here, like, we was nowhere. So she like,
y'all can go over there with them guys if you want to. Just remember, other guys are looking.
I was like, girl, I'm like, what that mean? Like, she trying to tell us, like, remember, other guys are looking, so you better choose wisely, I guess. Like, you can't have them all, so choose wisely. So I just went over there like, okay. So I went back, and, you know, the guy did want my numbers. So we did exchange numbers because, like I said, he was cute. And I don't care. So we exchanged numbers. So we was talking to him for a minute. So I ain't gonna lie, I was being a little bit funny or petty, whatever you want to call it. But I'm a jokester, and I know everybody don't understand my humor because y'all be in the comments about to damn near cry. You're so rude. You're so mean. You know, and I just be like, oh my God, go to fucking Go watch Caillou or Little Bill or some shit if you want some sweet, nice shit. I don't know. Go watch Dora the Explorer. Something. Don't watch K, because, bro, we have fun over here. We kick it. This is real life. This is real experiences, real things. And if y'all think I'm a sugarcoat shit and try to ease it up and act like this didn't happen, I ain't. Wrong bitch. Wrong channel. Okay, so sorry. When we walked back over to her, I was like, neighbor, you need to be careful because Weirdo said we need to know our worth. Like, we can't be out here talking to everybody. But I'm sitting there with a smile, like, laughing and playing. And Weirdo, I'm joking and stuff, like, kind of being sarcastic. And Weirdo over there, like, shaking her head with agreeance. Like, yup. She like,
Yup. Tell her, okay, that's right. Yup, know your worth. Yup. And what else I say? Yup, niggas is watching.
Like, she over there trying to mouth the words with me to make sure, like, I recite exactly what she said. And I'm over here joking and playing. And she over there like, yup, tell her. And I'm like, so neighbor like, girl, what? We need to know our what? I'm like, we need to know our worth. Because that's what Weirdo said. And, you know, neighbor like, girl, listen, I'm kid free. I'm out here having a good time, okay? I've been single for a long time since I left my baby daddy. So if I want to get people numbers, that's what I'm going to do. And I was just over there like, I heard that shit. Because, again, like I said, we're young. Like, I don't care if I get every nigga number in this club. If that's what I want to do, let me do that. That's not knowing my worth. Like, well, I don't understand. My bad. That's just playing with his toys. So if y'all hear that, I'm sorry. So whatever. So we just was like, okay, we just trying to carry on through the night. So the boys that we had gave our number to, they went back to like a section and then they came back. Well, at first I didn't know they had a section, so I saw them walk away, but then they came back and they was like, you know, y'all know we got a section over there. Do y'all want a shot? So, you know, we like, oh, yeah, like, we'll come over there or whatever. So we walk over by their section, and, you know, he pouring us shots. So he was talking to, like, the guy I was talking to, whatever. He was trying to be nice, and he was talking to Weirdo. And he was like, my bad, sweetheart. Like, I didn't catch your name. What was your name? Like, just trying to be nice and introduce. And she was like, she was literally like this. Like, just, she like, imagine them, they back here, they section back here. He's standing back here trying to talk to her. And she should be facing like this to talk to him. But she like...
It's Weirdo.
He like, I'm sorry, you said what? I'm sorry, the club music is loud. What you said? She like...
It's Weirdo.
And like trying to just be rude and be like not loud with it. And he's like, wait, what's your friend name? I'm sorry. And before I can even get out, she like...
I said it's Weirdo.
And like did a like thing with her eye and turned back around. So he like, my bad, baby. Like, I was just trying to, you know, make sure I caught your name. Like, you know, my name is da-da-da. Did you want a shot? But his face was like this, you know, when your eyebrow was, he like, did you want a shot? Like, trying to figure out. And I'm looking like, why is this bitch being rude? Like, wait a minute. And I was just like, she don't need no shot. Like, she had one too many. Like, just making a joke. And she was like, she turned around like,
I definitely didn't have way too many. I only had one drink.
And I was like, oh, well, you acting like you had one too many, because I just didn't like that she was being rude. Like, the nigga just asked your name. It ain't like he said, oh my God, what's your name? Can you come in the bathroom? Like, no, he's just being nice, asking you what's your name. You don't got to talk to him. This is the one I'm talking to anyway, so it ain't like he's trying to put you on to one of his friends. He's just asking what your name is. Hell, give him a fake name. It don't matter what the fuck your name is. Like, you could say anything and he just wants to know if you want a shot. All you gotta do is say, my name is Weirdo. No, thank you. That's it. Why is you being rude to people? So I'm just like, she good. So neighbor is laughing like, yeah, leave that bitch alone. Like, she's straight or whatever. So she just standing facing this way, like, while the booth back here. So I'm like, let's just take this one shot and walk away, because she been a little awkward about it. So I'm like, maybe she just don't want to be over here with them. And that's fine, because after I get my number, it ain't like we gotta linger in the club. Like, we good. So whatever, we take a shot. We cheers and stuff, and I'm just like, oh, okay, like, you know, cheers, thank you so much. So I'm telling him like, yeah, we about to move around and stuff. And he's like, oh, okay, you know, we'll come back over here when you want another shot and stuff. So I'm like, all right, bet. Cool. And I already know, oh my God, they had the bottle already open in their section. They did this, they did that. Well, we ain't going home with them. So if they put some in our drinks, then we just gonna be humping on each other as the girls. Like, we ain't going home with them. So, I mean, it don't matter. Walked away, neighbor was asking, Weirdo, like, is you good? Like, why is you being so rude? Like, what's up? And she was just like,
how was I rude? Like, I told him my name, but he acted like he couldn't hear me.
And they were like, well, not really, because, you know, it's loud in here. Like, shit, I barely heard you. Like, why are you whispering it? And she like,
okay, you think I was being rude to him?
And I was like, well, you know, yeah, just a little bit. Like, he was just asking your name, and you are with your arms folded and everything, and you just standing off to the side. So I was like, yeah, a little bit. She like,
Oh my God, but should I go say sorry? Like, no, for real, I wasn't trying to be mean to him. Like, no, like, I didn't want to come off like that. I thought he hurt me. So that's my bad. Like, people do tell me I got a resting bitch face.
I'm like, okay, baby. All right, so I'm like, oh, okay, well, yeah, maybe you just really ain't mean to, whatever. Who cares? It's no big deal for real. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we walk in and stuff. So the one guy, I know I should have gave these people names, but the guy that was outside in the line, Money Talk. Yeah, that's going to be his name. Money Talk. He found me again, and he like,
what's up? Y'all want another shot? Y'all want another shot?
So I was like, oh my God. I was like, you got money today, huh? Like, I'm playing with him, joking off. So I looked back at them and I was like, is y'all drinking? Y'all still drinking? Y'all want another one? So, you know, they like, yeah, whatever. So I'm like, okay. So I go over there. I was like, yeah, give us 3 more shots of whatever we had, right? I ordered the shots and stuff, and mind you, the boy, like I said, we cool, whatever. Like, we don't talk heavy, but we cool. So, you know how some guys would be like, just order it. He was giving me his card, so I was like, maybe you done came up on some money, because you never was giving money like this. So he was like, just order it. He like, you know, you go in the bar, you order it, and he gave me his card. So I'm just over there by the bar, like, or waiting for the shots and stuff. And I gave him his card, you know, he comes sign. So I'm like, okay, cool, thank you. So I was talking with him for a little bit. So I'm walking back over, and I'm still talking to him, like, yeah, okay, you came up with some money, da-da-da, but I'm passing the shots to them, like, because I had 3 of them. So I'm passing one to neighbor and one to Weirdo. So imagine y'all is the guy. So I'm like, yeah, you can came up on some money, like, what you doing? And I'm passing out the shots, but I passed one shot out. I feel that go out my hand, because like I said, I'm not watching. So I'm passing the second shot out, which will go to Weirdo, and I'm still talking to the boy like, yeah, money, da-da-da, did you hit the lottery, da-da-da, all of this, and my hand is just holding the shot. So I'm like, yeah, what you doing? So I was looking back, like, and I'm just holding it. Mind you, neighbor got her shot. So I'm looking like, Weirdo, I'm like, take the shot. Like, why you didn't take the shot out of my hand? I'm like, this one yours. Why you didn't take it out of my hand? She's sitting there, arms crossed, y'all. She like,
oh, I didn't think that was for me. Like, you know, I don't really drink no hard liquor.
I'm about to get the fuck up right now and leave. I said, who you, baby, what? I said, wait, neighbor, who, me? You talking about me? I'm like, I thought you just took a shot there. And she was like,
well, I took that shot then because, like, y'all was looking at me like if it was gonna be weird for me to order wine or some shit. So yeah, I took the shot.
I said, okay, hold up, Money Talk. Wait a minute. I said, when did we look at you like it was weird to... I said, I ordered the Sutter home for you. So when did we look at you like it was weird to order wine from the bar? What are you talking about? We don't care what you order. So I said, girl, don't ever feel like you got to take a shot for us. I said, if you want wine, if you want water, hell, if you want fucking toilet bowl water, get what you want. That has nothing to do with me. So she like...
Yeah, I just took that shot like I really didn't want it. Like, but, you know, I just felt like y'all just was going to be weird if I didn't take it.
Mind y'all, nobody said nothing. I ordered the wine. You the one came back. Oh, why you order me wine? Do a shot. I'm gonna do a shot. Da da da. When you the same one that just said, oh, who said I don't drink hard liquor? That was you, right? Like, am I in the Twilight Zone? I know I'm not crazy. That was you who just said, who said I didn't drink hard liquor? And now you talking about, you trying to act like somebody pressured you to drink the shot. So I was just like, oh, well, I'm like, since you feel pressure, I want to make sure you don't feel pressure now. I'm like, you ain't got to drink the shot. I drink both of them. Like, I'm not tripping. So she like,
okay, good, yeah, because, like, you know, I do like wine. I do prefer wine. So, yeah, I didn't really want to drink no hard liquor.
So, you know, she got low-key had me feeling bad on the lows. Like, because I'm already a little tipsy and, like, drunk. So I'm thinking back, like, did I pressure her? Like, didn't I order her to Sutter home wine? Like, how the fuck did I pressure her? And so I was just thinking, like, okay, well, you know, don't worry about it. You ain't got to take no shots you don't want to take, okay? Because I take them all. I'm not worried. So, you know, I had took the shot or whatever, and then me and neighbor cheers our shot, so we took it. So I was like, okay, bye, Money Talk. Like, we talked for a little bit more, and then he walked away. So while he was walking away, you know, he like, yeah, tell me we want another shot, da da da. So he ended up walking away, and Weirdo was like,
like, hello? So you're not gonna make him buy me the wine?
So I was like, who you talk like, bro? This whole time, who you talk to, baby? I said, what you mean I'm not gonna make him buy you the wine? What you talk about? She like,
why is he just walking away? Like, I thought I told you, like, I didn't want that shot.
I said, you did say you didn't want the shot, which is why I drank it. And she like,
so you're not gonna replace it with the wine?
So I'm like, girl, you never said, like, I guess she was thinking like, oh, because she don't want the shot now, that I should have took his card again after I just gave it back to him and was waiting in that long ass line. Y'all know how the bar could be. People just walk up in the bar. It'd be like 2 bartenders there, so you really got to catch their eye. I'm not about to go stand back over there to get that wine. When I asked you, when I looked back the first time when we walked over here and I said, is y'all still drinking? You should have said, yeah, but okay, give me wine this time. You didn't. You think I'm about to call him back over here, ask him for his card again, go wait over there by the bar just to order you some wine? I'm not doing that, and I don't care who think I should have did that, because I'm not. So I guess she was thinking when she rejected the shot, I was supposed to replace it with wine. Baby, no. So I was like, no, I'm not about to do that. I'm like, he already gone. I'm not about to call him back over here. So she like, literally like scoffed at me and turned around. So I'm like, okay, now at this point, I start feeling it. Because, like, when I'm drunk, I'm a happy person. So, a lot of shit kind of just blow past me for real because I'm in happy land. I'm not worried about your ass. So, I really wasn't tripping about nothing she was really doing because it wasn't really affecting me. But it was like, now you really starting to give this energy off. Like, what's wrong with you? So, I was thinking, like, the fuck wrong with this girl? Like, so I looked at that. I'm like, is it me? She like, this bitch is weird. Like, damn, that's crazy. Like, what the fuck? Like, and I'm like, she always act like this? They be like, I don't know, I met her at work. This is my first time hanging out with her. I said, girl. So I was like, did you want us to wait over here while you go to the bar and get you some wine? She like,
well, I don't want to go to the bar. Like, why would I want to buy my own wine when I could have had it for free?
I said, yeah, you could have had it for free if you would have spoke up and said something. She turned back at me with the stankiest face and she was like, tune in next week to hear part 2. You know, because your girl got to leave it off at a cliffhanger. You know I got to leave it off on a cliffhanger. So make sure you come back next week to get the rest of the story time, okay? I know y'all, a lot of y'all like the cliffhangers, and I love that y'all like the cliffhangers, but some of y'all be mad. And I kind of like that y'all be mad too, okay? You know, it is what it is. I can take what I can get. I'll take what I can get, okay? But yeah, I am going to stop it there because this bitch has the nerve. Motherfucking nerve, okay? Fuck around with her. But yes, y'all, that is the end of my story time. I hope you guys really enjoy it. Make sure you guys comment down below, thumbs up the video. Actually, thumbs up the video, like it. As soon as you click on the video, just thumbs it up. You know what I'm saying? Thumbs up the video, like it, subscribe, turn on your bell notifications. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Kayshawn with 3 E's. Y'all already know the drill. Until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Peace.